ॐ अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं. By the grace of Universal Master, we are taking the summary of chapter 2. My dear friend, the Sadguru Krishna is the greatest master of this universe, and he is telling to the Arjuna very precious teaching, making the Arjuna medium and giving all the teaching for all the seekers and lovers of the world. My dear friend, the Krishna want to helping to awake everyone, which is the really loving the existence. And this is the awaken in the your own Atma, your own soul, which is your existence. When the seeker become sorrow and tearful, and seeker become helpless in this world, so at that time the Krishna which is living inside gives you the strength and blessing and support. My dear friend, when your love to the existence is honest, real, true, and all the faith, and you know something is universal truth in this world, and you know that if you pray to him, your prayer will not go best, then the Sadguru comes in your life. And when the Sadguru comes in your life, you see the Sadguru's life, behavior, living, and your heart living the Sadguru, your inner Sadguru, start to love the outer Sadguru. And then, randomly, you have the real faith on that Sadguru. My dear friend, Sadguru teach to you that you must never come in the sedation in this Maya, depression in this Maya, not this world and not other world, no any type of name and fame that will not help you. This cowardness not help you. This weakness and this miserliness you must to leave, and you stand in the great expansion of the God. Then after, when you are carefully listening the Sadguru and following the Sadguru, you will come out from the mesmerism of the Maya by the Sakshi meditation of awareness. Your papas or sin, your punyas or goodness, all are Maya, all are illusion, all are untrue. When a seeker accepts Sadguru as a well-wisher, as his greatest loving friend or greatest savior or greatest guide, philosopher, and Godfather. Then he accept and take the Guru Diksha to the Sadguru. And then after he asked to the Sadguru, please give me the right direction of enlightenment path. And Sadguru want to tell something, and disciple keep silence and listen. The Sadguru, Krishna, is there doing the same thing. The Krishna telling to the Arjun the same thing, that Arjun, don't be depressed, don't be nervous, and do not have any type of attachment or desire or any type of expectations from this world and the divine world, because they are not true. Give up all the pap punyas, give up all the cowardness and weakness and miserness, and don't be a conservative, always be a liberal, my dear friend. The Krishna is smiling and talking with the great, sweet and melodious language, voice, and that is called the bliss of the Sadguru. Krishna tell to the Arjuna, the enlightened persons never do this type of sorrow. The jiva, the soul, the maya, all are immortal. Only the body change again and again. Why are you feeling the sorrow about the body? You feel and bear and tolerate all the good and bad thing in the life and get this supreme stage of liberation, which is the greatest than the nectar. My dear Arjun, I will help you and you help yourself. You do the meditation and I will guide you. All the pain and the pleasures, they are equal. And this type, the living of a patientful person, he never unpleasant or unpatientful in the sensory organs subject, because in this world nothing is true, only the Atma is true, only the existence is true, and existence has several names like the God, awakeness, supreme liberation, total liberation, complete consciousness, etc. and existence. So my dear friend, he is only true and he never goes anywhere, and he never can be eradicated, he never can be absence from this world. So this existence is called Atma also, and he is undestroyable, and nobody can destroy that Atma, and you are the same Atma. And Jivatma take the many birth and many body, and the bodies of the Jivatma always destroyable. So my dear Arjun, before the death come, you awaken and you know this Atma, he never die and never born. And Arjun, if you know that Atma is the die and born thing, that after you have not able to sorrow, because if anything will be die, that will be die, no need of sorrow. But Arjun, this is the thinking of the fool persons, because the Atma is never take birth. He is immortal, he is existing, he is the presence, he is not past, he is not future. He is the living in every bodies, He is oldest than old and newest than new. So my dear friend, with the death of this body, Atma never die. Those persons who knows this Atma, he never die or never take birth. Only the Jivatma's physical body change many times. As you change your old cloth, you replace your old cloth by the new cloth, so the Atma also replaces this body by the new body. This Jiva, which having the micro body, causal body, plus ignorance, plus Atma, that is called a Jiva, because Atma is present everywhere, and unknowing the Atma, that blindness is called the Jiva stage. So my dear Arjun, this Atma cannot be cut, cannot be destroyed, cannot be absorbed, and cannot be burned. My dear Arjun, Atma is the continuum, undestroyable and omnipresent. Atma never goes here and there. Atma is stable everywhere because Atma is present everywhere, to particle to the galaxies. My dear Arjun, all the bodies is containing this Atma, so this Atma is called Sanatana. It is unexposable because it cannot become in your all sensory organs knowing and mind, intellect, mood and ego. It is beyond your thinking because it is not come in the limit of your mind, intellect, mood and ego. This is purest and pure because no any impurity can come in the Atma, no any impurity can dissolve in the Atma, nothing can be joined with the Atma. So my dear Arjun, you never be sorrowful, you never be sorry, you never be sad. So Arjun, if you think that this Atma is take birth and death, so you also not feel the sorrow because someone will come in this birth, he will be sure die. So that also there is no question of the sorrow. My dear Arjun, these all the living beings before the birth living like absent, living like unexposable, and they will become disappear after the death. So my dear friend, the life is the Mediterranean stage. Life is the middle stage between the death and birth. So my dear friend, knowing this Atma is knowing the life, and if you know this Atma, this is a very miraculous and very wonderful subject. My dear friend, many persons hear this, but they do not hear, they are remaining unknown. And many persons knows that Atma is never die, but they are feeling sorrow like you, and you must not be sorrow. My dear Arjun, you are a warrior, and war and fighting, that is your dharma, that is your duty. So my dear friend, this is the duty of every seeker. He fight in internal battle of ignorance and get knowledge of liberation. My dear friend, this jnana, this knowledge is the door of all heaven, and that person and not try to know this jnana in this human body, he is the coward. He give up his all the name and fame and life. So my dear friend, this type of persons, they don't want to enlightenment, they have lost in their life, and their life is nothing in this world. My dear friend, you fight in this internal battle and aware in the sensory organs Maya, and if you will away from this battle, your all enemies, your mind, intellect or mood and ego, they will be caught again you, and your friends and your all the relatives, they will be backbite you, they will be tell you are a coward person, you are the escape from the war. My dear Arjun, if in this way, if you are die or you are not get enlightenment, then after your all practices, your all achievement, that will be not wash. You will be get the good life and good birth in next birth. If you are winning this battle and you are become the Brahmagyani, then you are achieving the last stage of this enlightenment, and you are reach in the supreme welfare, and nothing will be remain to do for you. My dear Arjun, in this world, the pleasure and pain, benefit and loss, they are not any value. You must be stay in the equilibrium in every change of this world, and you do the Sakshi meditation of awareness and achieve the balance and equilibrium. My dear Arjun, I want to tell you the Sankhya Yoga, Buddhi Yoga, Karma Yoga. My dear friend, by this yoga you can cut your foundations of the karmas. My dear friend, your all the divine practice that will be not eradicate, that will be not lost, that will be not going in meaningless, they will be all meaningful for you, they will be conserved, they will be prevent by my existence. My dear Arjun, as journey you will be performed, you will be start the journey from next stage in the birth. My dear Arjun, in the Karma Yoga, by the Karma Yoga, you will easily release from the death and birth fear, and you will become the complete free and liberate soul. By the Karma Yoga, you have get a conclude and confident, decisive intellect divine, and you can easily get your achievement by this divine intellect. But the Ajnani, the blind person, do not have this concluding and deciding intellect. That person who is blind, his intellect is bifurcated in infinite departments. My dear Arjun, you follow my teachings and do not follow the teachings of the Vedas, objective and result oriented divine practices, because the karmas and their fruits and their result and the actions and activities, they are mesmerism of the Maya, and they created by the mind, intellect, mood and ego, and a network of phantasm. Please do not, my dear Arjun, do not caught in the phantasm of the karmas, fruits and their activities. Arjun, your mood will be kidnapped by the Maya. If you do that, you will go in the Vedas karmas. My dear Arjun, the person who live in the phantasm and attachment and attractiveness with the bhogas, he has no any deciding intellect and he cannot come in this path. My dear Arjun, all the three gunas, they are the making the conspiracy to the seeker in this network. But the Nirguna stage is good. So I advise you, you stand in the Nirguna stage and separate from all the contradictions. My dear Arjun, then if anything you get and anything you lost, you will never be regret, and you will be live as a free Antyakarna, and you will be become a Atma Jnani. My dear Arjun, the Vedas Karma Kanda, they are very small bit of water, but the Brahma Jnana, that is very, very big, very pure, the pool of the nectar. So Arjun, you can cut your all the karmas by the Sakshi meditation of awareness and leave your all the desires, all the full fruits of the karmas, because they are all the boundaries and foundation your soul in the phantasm and in the mesmerism. So Arjun, you give up, you leave all the result of the karmas, fruits of the karmas, and you never be the doer, you be the sakshi, you be the seer, you easily can free from all the karmas. It is only one alternative, it is only one way, it is only one method, that is called the Sakshi meditation of awareness. My dear Arjun, by only this, your intellect will become out from all the phantasm and all the sedition and all the sleepiness and all the mesmerism of the Maya, and you can come out by this muddy, sinking, death, daldal. And my dear friend, you will come out from the illusion of this world and other world, divine world, etc. That is all hypothetical. My dear friend, when you get the Atma Jnana, then you will be never attracted with any type of pleasure of this world and divine worlds. You will be stand without any deviation, you will stand concretely, your intellect will be fixed and will be stay in the Paramatma, in the existence, in the God. And you will be continuously an unbreakable continuity and contact with this immortal existence. My dear Arjun, this is my teaching to you. When the Krishna was teaching this, the Arjun asked the 4 questions. Arjun asked what is the significance, characters of the Sthiti Prajna, how he walk, how he talk, how he do the work, and what is the characters. My dear friend, the Krishna says the enlightened person, the Sthiti Prajna person, he is the witness of all the wishes. He never have any wish. He is always satisfied in his Atma, in his awareness, in his existence. In the pain and the pleasure and every type of disturbance, he never jealous and he never attached, and he never feel any type of unpleasantness in his mind. He never compete with anyone. He never have any worldly love. He never have attachment. He never have fear. He never have anger. He never have any type of phantasm. So my dear friend, that person live with the divine love with all persons, and he stand between the good and badness. He never excite in achieving anything, and he never cry in losing anything. He live like a turtle. As the turtle shrink his body in the danger, he also shrink his all the sensory organs in this awareness, and he become the seer, he become the witness, he become the seer of all the actions and activities and thoughts of mind, and so he is living in the under the shell of the supreme knowledge of liberation, as the turtle live in his shell. My dear Arjun, by the Atma Jnana, by the Atma Sakshatkara, his all the possessiveness and attachment completely eradicate. His sensory organ cannot pull him or push him in the subject or in any phantasm, and mind cannot impose any type of effect on that person. He never think about the lust or any type of subject. He never attach or never feel any type wrong attachment or unawareness. My dear friend Arjun, he never make any type of wishes, and no wishes comes inside of him. And my dear friend, I want to tell about the wishes, how the wishes react in your consciousness. When the wishes comes, and when the wishes fulfilling mechanism, some interruption comes, that suddenly the anger is come. Because the anger is a mesmerism and great mesmerism. When the anger comes, that make the disturbance in the memory of the holiness of supreme existence, then anger is eradicate your awareness, anger is eradicate your all balance and all your purity. So when anger comes, the memory is lost, memory is collapse of the divinity, and the person's destroy his chance of awareness by the anger. So my dear friend, the person who live in Atma Jnana, he never caught in anger, and he become the Sthiti Prajna, and Sthiti Prajna's Antakaran, mind, intellect and ego work like instrument, not like a governor. But the blind person's mind, intellect and ego, they work like a governor. They are not instrument, they make the person itself instrument. So my dear friend, if you want to achieve the enlightenment, you should be aware in your all the phantasm, all the attachment, all the hate, all the demand of sensory organs desire, and then you will become free, and then you will become get the greatest divine place, and that is the great gift of the God. My dear Arjun, when the person live like that, his all the sorrow finished, and always he live happy mind, and always that is live in the balancing condition. He take all his attraction and flow of his consciousness and put the consciousness into the knowing of existence. My dear friend, that type of person very badly stand in the equilibrium. So Arjun, that person's mind is detached from all the Maya, all the world. That persons have a deciding intellect, a divine intellect, that is called Nishyatmaka Buddhi. But that person is never attached with this meditation. His intellect is involved in many places, and he has no deciding intellect or the godly intellect or divine intellect. So my dear friend, that person have no desire to knowing the God, and he never get the peace, or he never get the real peace and real place of the God. So my dear friend, if you want to achieve this highest stage of enlightenment, you should be the seer, the witness, the sakshi of your sensory organs, input, output and mechanism. My dear friend, that person do not be the Sakshi. His sensory organs kidnap his mind like that a boat kidnapped by the air in the river. And as direction the air is flowing, the boat goes the same direction. So my dear friend, I am giving you the example of the boat. So you careful and always be a detached person and never attach with the Maya. And that is only way, that is the Sakshi meditation of awareness. The Sakshi meditation of awareness can only free from the sensory organs, stimulations and the hungers, and Sakshi meditation of awareness can give you the steady and stable mind stage. So my dear friend, your life, if you are not doing the Sakshi meditation, and that is a full of darkness of ajnana, that life is not life, that life is night, that life is not life, that life is the dream. So my dear friend, if you can awake in this worldly dream of the Maya, then you can awake in the existence, you can awake in the jnana. So that person who awake in this existence, they never give the value this world, they only know this world is like a dream. So the jnanis, the enlightened persons, think all Maya is the night dream and that is meaningless. My dear Arjun, if you get this enlightenment, then you will get the existence, and existence is completely like a ocean of the nectar. As a a good person never attract with the small ponds if he get a big ocean of the pleasure of the nectar, so that all the rivers comes in the ocean, and ocean never leave its limit, ocean never come in the flood, ocean never come in the excitement, that person never excite by the every sensory organs stimulation or living the life in this world. He live like a ocean, he live like in internal control, he live like internal awareness, his life is become great like ocean. So Arjun, as the ocean can submerge all the rivers without any deviation, without any disturbance, without any losing the limitations, you also bear all the sukhas, dukkhas, disturbances of the life and the changes of the life. If you will live like that, then you will be live in the peace. Because the desires, they are created by the mind, intellect and ego, and now you can know, you are well educated, you are knower how to live and how to detach in the desires. Then you will be live in the without possessiveness, and you will live without the ego. And when you live like this, there is no any jealous, there is no any competition, and then you will be get the real peace of enlightenment and real pleasure of the enlightenment. My dear Arjun, that is called Sthiti Pragya. This is the stage is called the Brahmi Sthiti. This stage is called the last stage of liberation. This stage is called the stage of Atma Jnana, stage of awareness, stage of Brahma Jnana. The Brahmajnani transformed into the Brahma. Brahma is not differ from the Brahmajnani. So my dear friend, wherever you see the Brahmajnani, you feel that this is the Brahma. The God is standing behind you in the form of a Satguru. So my dear friend, after knowing this stage, after getting this stage, the yogi, the Brahmajnani, and never come in any type impression of the Maya, he live in the supreme place of the liberation, and after leaving his body, he is the submerged into the God existence, and when he is living in the body, he is also living in the Brahma. This is the supreme stage of liberation, my dear Arjun. He is completely submerged even when he get the enlightenment or Atma Jnana, he never come in the effect of the Maya, he never come effect in the three gunas, he never come in the effect of any illusion of the Maya. He is the always a free soul, he is always the pure and purest soul, he is always living existence on the earth. So Arjun, that was the teachings of me. My dear friend, that is the summary of stanza 2. Thank you very much. Love you very much.